Why do musicians ignore high-end audio? Thank goodness magicians don't, but we're talking about musicians. Okay. This question comes from Matthias in Leipzig, Germany. Hi, Paul. I'm wondering why most professional musicians seem to be hardly interested in high-end audio at all. Being a classical musician and a high-end audio enthusiast, I realize that of my colleagues so far, they have the crappiest stereo systems, if they have one at all. They all seem to be satisfied with really bad sound from ghetto blasters or a notebook or their cheap smartphone headsets, although they are obsessed with finding the perfect sound of their instruments. How can that be true? Wow, might even be easier to answer why magicians are. This is a question I can tell you right now I don't have a clear, absolute answer for it, because it's something that's bothered me for a long time. I had a partial answer at one point that I kind of rejected. I don't know. There was a very famous chef who, when asked in a moment of an unthreatening situation, asked, when you go home, what do you cook for yourself? And I remember him saying, I like canned food. He went through and just ate out of a can. And I think that was a reaction to, my God, you're inundated with high-end gourmet food all day long, and when you get home, you want something different, right? And maybe it's a little like that with musicians. I don't know. Of the musicians that I know that are not audiophiles, they don't seem to really care about the reproduced quality of the music, other than, does the recording that I made move the person who's listening to it? That seems to be really important to them. And I kind of get that. I mean, I truly get that. We had a young lady here, Jessica Carson. She's just a brilliant musician. She has just, earbuds and whatnot at home. And she is a perfectionist. I mean, she wants this, and she watches people's reaction when they listen to her music, and she's very conscious of it all. But I think she would have a big problem if the quality of the music was such that you didn't have an emotional attachment or a connection to it. If that got in the way, she'd be all over it. But to the extent that you can listen to it and you connect with the music, I think that's the part that was super important to her. And I think that maybe is what musicians think about or worry about. But the last point I'll make, and again, I've given this a lot of thought and don't have a clear answer, so I'm just rambling here. Forgive me. The last piece of information that I will offer is that when you look at the general population, the percentage of people who are interested in high-end audio, regardless of what they do, is so small. It's like the number of people interested in David Bowie knives, in eating crickets. I don't know. Pick esoteric things. Small niche groups who really care passionately, rebuilding cars. I don't know, but you find them in small niches of passionate people, and they usually are very small. And audio is the same way. So perhaps it's more to do with people in general just want average lives, and they go about their business, and whatever their passions are, it's confined to over here, and everything else has got to be pretty normal. And if they do it for a day job, they probably don't turn that into their passion. So, best I got. All right. Thanks for the question. We'll look at that more. Okay.